Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Deluxe Wheeljack. Here he is in his packaging. This is the Robots in Disguise version next to the Robots in Disguise version of Cliff Jumper and Optimus Prime Voyager Powerizer. So, found this guy at retail today. Very cool. Excited to pick him up. Was looking for Decepticons. Couldn't find them, but I found Wheeljack, so I'm excited to do a video review for the Deluxe Robots in Disguise Wheeljack. So here's the packaging. I'm not going to go into too much detail of this. You see his double battle swords, or I like to call them his dual samurais. Wheeljack. So here you got Deluxe Class Series 1003. On the bottom, there's the Revealer, Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, and Soundwave. And there's your TransformersClub.com. Here's his technical data stats. Great artwork here on the packaging. They show him with his blaster, not a sword. He was in one episode of Transformers Prime. It was a cool one. Con Job, I believe, episode 8. And here's the awesome artwork on the back. You see Wheeljack. As a former member of the Wreckers, Wheeljack is more than capable of taking care of himself. But he's glad to know that at least one of his old friends, Bulkhead, is still around, bringing the pain to the Decepticons. Double battle swords. You see his sports car alt mode, which is this futuristic design, and a very cool robot mode with the dual samurais. So there he is, and here you can see him in the box in his sports car alt mode. So here is a video review for Deluxe version Wheeljack. I'm going to get him out of packaging, and voila. So here's Wheeljack out of the package. Rolls good. Awesome sports car alt mode. Very futuristic looking. In the show, in his episode, they say that he didn't stick around long enough to gain a vehicle alt mode on Earth. So I'm assuming that this is a Cybertronian vehicle mode, because it doesn't really look like anything we have here on Earth. But definitely a cool looking design. It's got the high fenders in the front, high fenders in the back. Good paint apps. I like the white and the white mold, and I like the red paints and the green here. The classic Wheeljack paint scheme. So yeah, it looks really cool. He's got cool wheels here. He's got the spoiler on the back. And he's got these front air dams in the front, which look really cool when he's like this. But then if you look at it from the front, it looks cool, front air dams. Look at it head on though, you'll see the robot kibble underneath here. So I don't really like the gapping, or if there was a way that they could have covered it up, put black on there to make the air dams. Looks cool. Also the wheels, I think, stick out a little bit too far. Even when you look at it from the top view, you can see the wheels sticking out. It'd be nice if they were flush with the fender a little bit more, but still looks cool. And the same with the back. The back has the gapping here, big space, not really any like cool exhaust or back roll pan, just kind of open area. But still looks cool. He's got no back window there. It looks just like a armor plate or something there, which is cool. But yeah, I like the paint. I like the design. There you got the rear spoiler in the back too. So there he is in his sports car alt mode. Wheeljack. Underneath there's not bad kibble. You can see his legs here on the side, back of his head inside there. But yeah, looks good. Rolls good. Deluxe Wheeljack, robots in disguise. And to do a size comparison, here he is with Cliff Jumper. And Cliff Jumper, the robots in disguise version, is smaller than the first edition and one of the smaller deluxe figures that I've seen. But they look good together. Cliff Jumper is still small in comparison, so Wheeljack is good, is a good scale. Here's Wheeljack with first edition Bumblebee. So there's a good size comparison there. So yeah, he looks good. Looks good and looks good in scale with these guys. Bumblebee's slightly larger, but just more mass to him. You know, Wheeljack is a lot more sleek and aerodynamic and low. Looks cool. Definitely looks cool. Put Bumblebee back here. Yeah, definitely like him. Cool vehicle sports car alt mode. So let's transform him. So to transform him, what you want to do is start from the back and pull these back section out, and this is his whole side of the vehicle will pull out, including the front windshield. So you split that apart, bring that out, come around to the front, split the front like that, and then what you want to do is fold the whole top piece out like that. Just bring his arms out, fold it up, bring these up, his arms up, fold it out. And then for his legs, what you want to do is you take this part, which this is a really cool transformation. You fold this around, flip this up and to the side, and then flip his whole leg forward. And he's got the the knee joint spike right here that folds out, and foot folds forward. Same thing on this side. You rotate this piece forward, flip it up to the side, foot forward, and knee spike out. So there you have his Wheeljack's legs. So very cool legs, very cool transformation. He's got kind of the insect legs where it goes up and back and down, or he's got just more mass on the bottom of his legs with this piece here. But nonetheless, it is a cool transformation the way that it does it with folding the pieces around. Very cool. Then what you want to do is bring his arms down, fold these up, and then this front piece folds down and his head pops up like that. So that is a cool feature. And the top pieces up here, you want to split those, fold them to the side, and then his arms, same type of feature as his legs. You pull this out, flip it around, and then it snaps back into place. So very cool feature. Same on this side. Flip it, pull it out, flip it down, and snap it back into place. There's his hands out, and then you want to bring these shoulder pieces up like this, because there's a tab right there on the side of his chest that will tab into there. So same thing on this side. Bring this piece up, and then his chest will tab right into those. And there you have Wheeljack in his robot mode. So very cool robot mode. Very cool transformation. And then probably the best thing about this guy is he comes with his Cybertronian samurai blades, and you can see they have Cybertronian writing here on the side, which that's cool detail that they added. And these also peg into the front of the vehicle. I forgot to show that off. They peg into the front of the vehicle and stick out the side. They look like tusks, like elephant tusks, basically. So, I mean, kind of, it's a gimmick I don't really care for in his space sports car mode with blades sticking out of the front. But he's got cool hands. I like his hands, and I love the swords. So, boom, pop those blades in his hand there. And you can do a lot of cool poses with him and his samurai Cybertronian swords. So very cool figure with the I like the blades a lot. I like his head sculpt. He's got the mouth guard there. Great details, great paint details, cool transformation. And yeah, this is a fun guy to play with. There's lots of cool poses you can put him in. Let's get a close up on his head sculpt here. He does have, there we go. So very cool design, classic wheeljack look with some updated design as well. So looks very cool. His head, he has full head articulation too. He can look up, down, left, right. So he's got good articulation. Same with his shoulder. This piece comes up too, so he's got a lot of movement there with that in terms of that. He's hindered. His hand movements are hindered some by this piece right here, but it looks really cool the way it's designed. But his hand movement is somewhat restricted by that. But he's got the wrist movement. He's got the elbow movement, and again he's got the window comes back, stays on there as part of his robot mode. So not a lot of kibble either on the back. You can see. I mean, the only kibble is the windshields on the side, but it looks cool from the back too. And then he's got these spike pieces up on top, which are kind of just there, but they're part of the character design, and I like them. They look cool. He's got the spikes going there, and yeah, lots of cool poses you can put this guy in. And he's a pretty badass character in the show too. A former wrecker, Bulkhead's old pal, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of him in season 2. Hopefully he comes back to join the Autobot cause and isn't just roaming around space. Or maybe he'll come back and bring some more Autobots with him. But there is Wheeljack Deluxe, Robots in Disguise, from the animated show Transformers Prime. There he is in his robot alt mode. There's robot mode. Looks very cool. Definitely add this guy to your collection. And check out Transformers Prime. Episode 8, con job is Wheeljack. So, and there he is. You got to see him transform. So thanks for watching. Tune back soon. Transformers Prime TF Review 16 Deluxe Wheeljack. Thanks for watching.